This week runs through next Saturday, and today, in order to educate the community about what exactly the refueling wing does, the Wisconsin Air National Guard is hosting an open house today. Brett Bagansky joins us live from the 128th Air Refueling Wing near General Mitchell Airport, and check him out inside of that plane. You look good.
Oh, thank you, Sharita. I don't think people should trust me when it comes to flying a plane. That's why I let the experts do it, but it is really fascinating to be here inside the cockpit of the C-17, and really I'm here with the pilot himself, Major Jeff Wadsworth. He's with the New York International Guard. And what is probably the most challenging thing about flying this aircraft? This is one of the biggest.
It has to be air refueling, Brett, because you're flying about 15 feet away from another airplane going extremely fast, and there's a large piece of metal that they extend out and put it in your airplane to give you gas. So that's probably the most challenging and most dangerous thing that we do on a regular basis. So yeah, I would have to say air refueling is the most challenging.
People got a little bit of a taste of what it looks like, from the outside. How big is this aircraft? I mean, we're seeing it all from here, and we're about 20, 25 feet up just kind of looking at everything.
Well, just the empty weight of the airplane is 285,000 pounds. Our wingspan's about 175 feet. So it's a pretty large airplane. I mean, you look at the tires from a distance, they don't look that big, but you stand next to it and it's almost as tall as I am. So it's a pretty impressive airplane in terms of size.
And we're going to get started in about 15 minutes when the first group of people come here, when they get shuttled here from MATC South Campus. And I was touching the controls, and you were telling me, I was asking you, really, what does this do if I move forward, if I move to the right, if I move to the left, I move back? Really, what's the kind of the rule of thumb, Major?
Well, what I was telling you before, you push forward, the houses get bigger, you pull back, and the houses get smaller. But if you keep holding it back, they start getting bigger again.
I'll tell you what, you were talking about meeting all types of military personnel. You can come meet Major Wadsworth here. He'll tell you all about the C-17, and really there's some fascinating stuff. He was telling me it's not only used for cargo and for moving military personnel, but also you were saying Shamu was also moved on this very same type of aircraft.
It was. The UPS and the Air Force had contracted together to move that. UPS was the main contractor, but they didn't have an aircraft to move it, so they basically paid the Air Force to move the Whale. I don't remember exactly where they had to take it, but they were releasing the Whale and they had to move it, and this was the only thing they had available.
Major Wadsworth, thank you so much. That's just one of the stories that you will hear on the C-17 right here at the 128.
That Shamu show, that's amazing.